like they were like lavender chinos, and I called them his magic pants. He isn't. In fact, Brad's name was Magic Pants for about a week.
Really?
What's up, Magic Pants?
Hey, Magic Pants.
These are my magic pants.
Those are your magic
Yeah,
pants.
exactly.
There's a lot of magic going on. So.
Rolling through good tapestry.
Cool. So I guess the first part of the interview is we're talking about my magic pants.
Yeah, I'm sorry to be so distracting.
No, you're good. So there's a Sundance water bottle. That's fine. I carry those around too. So let's talk about the raid. You guys composed it together. What I find most interesting is you have you come from different musical backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of talk about how you both got involved, and then kind of what the collaboration process was like a day of scoring a certain scene.
Really simply, when I got the call from Sony about the movie, they kind of cited some of the stuff that I had done that was really fun to do. The Fort Minor stuff, the remixes I had done, and instead of saying like we like Linkin Park, score it, will you score a movie? So I knew this was going to be kind of fun, and I wanted to kind of round out the experience, like to be able to not only like learn from somebody who had more experience in scoring, but also bring in find somebody who had a little more experience with strings and strings, horn arrangement, more traditional approaches. So I found Joe based on the Tron score, which I love, and he also worked on the M83 record, which is excellent. When we got together, I think the first thing, we made some decisions about what kinds of sounds, the decision to not use guitar, for example. We created some sound banks, basically like a palette, like if you imagine you're doing a painting and you choose certain colors and you omit certain colors, that's going to give the painting a tone, right? So we did that, and then after that, started swapping files.
Yeah, what's really cool about the way we worked is that it wasn't like we were in a room at the same time, but it also wasn't, we were always apart. It was a bit of everything. So some days we'd be apart working on specific scenes, but then what would happen was we'd get together in the room and maybe finish a scene, tweak a scene. Sometimes Mike would get a scene to a certain place, or I would get a scene to a certain place, and then we'd swap them.
Yeah.
I'd send him the files, and he'd send me his files.
Especially after we got to a certain, like a few weeks in, we started knowing, oh, the other guy is really going to be able to nail this quickly, and I feel like I'm going to get it to a certain point, and then the best place for that cue to go is to Joe, so he can add these elements, and I'll just give him a couple words about what I was imagining, and he'll go for it. And it was actually really organic and really relaxed.
Excellent. What, because this is your first score, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what did you guys find was the most difficult part of the process for the raid?
For me, part of the learning curve is just to, like my background being in Linkin Park and writing songs is one where you're expressing your own personal story, personal emotion. And in this case, you're obviously supplementing or supporting the director's vision and the vision of the people on that end of the equation. So that was just, I think I spent a couple days kind of getting used to that, retraining my brain and making some mistakes and correcting.
Cool. All right. I guess the final question to wrap this up. How did y'all know when the score was done, when it was complete?
After they ripped it out of our hands.
You're done. Stop that!
Stop that! I think that feeling of completion, that really happened early on in the process for me, in the sense that when we found that palette, when we figured out what sounds were going to be possible, that's when I feel this sense of relief, like, oh, we found the tone of the film, we sent some demos to the director, he enjoyed it. That's when I felt the relief that said, okay, now we could just go. And of course from there, it's just, okay, you have 6 weeks to finish this, go, 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 go. So, yeah.
Awesome. Well,
Great.
Thanks so much, guys. It's a great score.
Thank you.